I got some media packs I got to ship out.
I hear you, brother. It is what it is.
I
It
know.
is what it is. So, all right.
You think it's a game? You think it's a fucking game?
Yeah, he logged.
Y'all
Probably gonna.
gonna make me
He's
lose
gonna
my
log back
mind.
in.
Yo, what's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
name?
All right.
Y'all gonna make me go all
Welcome,
out.
welcome, welcome, everyone that's watching. Thank you for watching. So we are here with Mr. H, and we are here with Ryan from Paintball Trading Cards. Hey, here we go. Let me get ourselves on the screen.
Hmm.
Oh, get off of here. There I
Oh,
am.
different angle this time, huh?
Yeah, I had to look up. Okay, let me get you on. Boom. This is Ryan. Say hello, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, we got. As soon as Mr. H gets back on here, he got that doo doo. He got that doo doo internet going on.
Yeah, I do too sometimes.
Yeah, so it varies. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather, so it's
So
kind of
you're gonna have
weird.
that same energy, huh? You're not gonna bring that
Yeah,
same energy today.
hold on, let me because I'm trying to there there he is. There's H.
There he is.
H.
We're having internet problems here, boys.
That is always how it is there. So, Mark, I want
Yes,
you to meet
sir.
Ryan. This is Ryan.
What's up, man? How
Hey,
you
Mark,
doing?
nice to meet you. Hey, I need one of those posters in the back for myself too. That's
Yeah,
sick.
I want to make one a trading card, dude. That would be awesome.
Yeah, heck yeah, I love that design.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So Ryan here, he runs all the trading cards that we've been seeing. Mark, um, he's been the one that's been producing them. He's been the one that's getting them out to the world to see. So I wanted to link you guys up so that way, damn, look at this guy. He's once again got that Boost Mobile internet going on.
Yeah. Oh, does he drop off again?
Yeah, he did jump off.
Dude,
Oh,
this
that's why
is.
it was black screen. Oh, there he is. He's back a little bit.
I wonder if I need to switch locations.
Maybe get close to like one of the receivers because
You
you
think the
yeah
you think the building is blocking him off?
yeah because yeah the building is like pure brick. It's a beautiful building, dude. So it's like it blocks like all signal. Like when you go inside, it's like being in a prison.
Hmm.
So I need to find out how to get all of us together on the screen because right now it's like not letting me do it. It's so weird.
Yeah, you had it last time.
Go here. No, no
Growing
there.
pains, man. Growing pains.
Yeah, I know, right? There it is. All right. So, oh, hold on. Let's put Mark back on here. Oh, how in the hell? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, this goes away. And then Mark goes on. There we go.
New location. New location.
Oh my gosh. Mark dropped off again. He's trying, dude. Yeah, but anyway, so I'll switch it to that one. So when he comes back on, then well, well, we'll get him. We'll get him as soon as he gets back on. So, um, once again, so last time we weren't live. We, I
Yeah, it's
had
just
like a
pre-recorded.
recording, and we had a conversation that was good. So, oh, is that him? Is he in there?
Man, he's
Yeah,
so close every time, huh?
he's walking. He's walking.
I might have to. I might have to switch internets. Like to.
There we go.
Yeah. There he is. He dropped off again. It's.
Let me switch on to a different internets. We have like 3 different ones, and let me link back in, and we can restart this
You're
correctly.
actually good right
You're
there,
actually
dude.
sounding pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
really?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, here.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, go ahead and switch. You just froze again.
Oh my god, it's the worst ever. So, anyway, so let's start from the beginning, from what we talked about the other night.
Yeah.
where you are from, because like I told you, I thought you were here. I thought
Yeah,
you were
Cali.
here in Riverside County, but you're not in Riverside County. Where are you at?
Oh, I'm in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. Yep, right in the middle of nowhere in the desert.
Yeah. So for everybody that thought he was in the IE, nah, wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over and he's a whole different state. Right now. So, we have my man here. If you have any questions at all that you want to bring to him, make sure now is the time and now is the chance to talk to him about it. So
Yeah, I got the chat open too, on a separate screen.
yeah, okay. So yeah, and I know a lot of people are at work, so you probably get a lot of questions after,
After.
because we're doing this early in the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, but it's all good. I mean,
Just tag me.
then what it does is it brings dialogue from the other people to you, to me, to whoever's involved, to make sure that everything's they get their questions answered. So
Mhm.
so yeah, it'll be good. So like I said, I'm off of work today because I wasn't feeling. I was feeling like crap. I have a chest cold. It is not the COVID. Not the COVID,
Not the
everyone.
COVID.
COVID. And H will be here once he gets a better signal from, I don't know. Maybe you should go to McDonald's. That'll
Right.
or Starbucks. Yeah, but it is hard because what we had to do there is in the new warehouse. So we got two new warehouses. We
Mhm.
closed the one in Gardena because we outgrew it. We outgrew that one, so we moved to a bigger one in Long Beach. It's more of a retail warehouse, so you can walk in and walk up to uh, to get what you need, right? So, and then of course I am over at the storage warehouse in an undisclosed location in Long Beach. So, but
Yeah.
but
Undisclosed, but you'll say where the area is at.
yes, undisclosed in Long Beach. But that's for more of like storage. So, and it's for other things too. But I'll let them tell you that. But anyways, so we have uh, Mr. Ryan here, and if any questions, so what brought it back? What brought it back for you? There's Mark. Right now he's just holding this. look, he's just holding his face. Oh my God.
Let's see. See a black screen.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait till he gets a better signal.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's hard there, man, because like our internet guy had to like kind of post different antennas in different areas.
Yeah,
So that way,
posters.
yeah, so that way, because we're trying to move on to a different system where it's electronic, like a Target. You hit the
Yeah,
so
inventory system. Mhm.
yeah, when you use a different system, so that way it's easier to track items. And in order to do that, we have to be online. So, and that's one of the reasons why it's bogged down. Also, because there's the guys over there and they're using it for that.
So have you guys they've made the switch already and they're now just implementing it?
Yeah, so we made the switch to Signal Hill. Made the switch to Signal Hill, and it was like really like, oh my gosh, what is this? I wonder. Hold on. People are looking at like my all around screen. Hold on. Oh man. Okay, let's try that.
There you go.
So I haven't. Oh no, never mind. That's something else. Never mind. It's right. I'm being stupid right now. Anyway, yeah, because like I'm looking at an old video that has like an all around screen.
Oh, okay.
So I can have it like a 360 webcam right
Yeah.
here. So yeah, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. So yeah, anyways, this he keeps texting me saying that his internet is fucked.
Okay.
So me see here. I guess I can. Hey, so hold on. Let me text him real quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Take your time. Take your time.
Go on your phone. Internet. I bet you his phone internet is fucking faster than, and it's
In
because
the
of,
warehouse.
yeah, in the warehouse. A lot of times that's what it is. Like yesterday, mine, I went out to lunch to get some, and I was sitting there on the internet. It was quick and it was fast, better than, even better than this right here. So, and right
Mhm.
now we have a really solid uh, connection. So, um, anyways, until we get him back somehow, some way, kind of explain to everybody that's going to be watching this, and that is watching, well, the four people that are watching right now,
Mhm.
explain to them like your process of what you do when you make your cards, and what you look for. So, and remember, you're going to be speaking to like the paintball players also, because and like we were saying the other night, sometimes the certain picture or the certain
Mhm.
format of the picture doesn't work.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, take it away, brother.
Yeah. So, um, I mean, the very very first thing is actually the most important that people may not think is, making sure that we have the correct photographer. That is
Right.
the most important to start off with. If I don't have the correct photographer, we're gonna have a bad time because I don't want to, mislabel a card for the wrong credit. So first things first, make sure that when you submit your photo, you're using the right photographer. Um, and I'll just kind of go down the list, right? So first thing, you want it is not too tightly grouped, and that's not too tightly zoomed in already.
Mm,
Because when I throw that in and I go in and I mess with it, if it's already cropped, I'm not going to be able to bring that crop out. And what you're going to end up happening is having like a photo like where it's just your cheek or just half your face, and no matter what I do, your gun's going to get chopped off or anything like that. So there's two things with that. One, either the photographer just cropped it for you because they wanted to give you a nice shot because they knew that that's what you wanted,
right.
or two, you cropped it yourself and sent it to me. Most of the time, photographers they can take they're going to take photos that have um, a very good viewpoint of you without having to be cropped because of the way that their cameras work. So I can go in and I can crop and I can fix it and make it look good. So
Nice.
so photos that aren't as that are not super cropped is really what I would like to get from you guys. That's probably the best that I'm gonna get. But there's some again. There's always differences. There's always other photos that can work, that you may not think work. So that's a lot of the process that I go through, and that's what takes up a lot of majority of my time. Is really going through every single photo and making sure that they're in focus, that they're looking good. And sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes you guys don't have a photo that's in focus, and I'll ask you, hey, is this what you guys want to use? I'll see what it looks like when it prints, but yeah, framing is usually the key, not too cropped in, and a high quality photo. So you want to make sure that you are hiring one of our approved photographers, because they're the ones, they have a quality standard with to them at least, um, that I know that
Nice.
when I print it, it's going to be good.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you with
Yeah.
that. Well, so what? So, ta for instance, um, do you have, by any chance, do you have a card on hand?
Yeah. So here's one of my, actually, I have one of these cards here. So this is an example of a very good cropped card here. So this photo is actually already cropped.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, full player is in here. Some of the bunkers in there. You can see his gun. Now I could crop this in more. Like I could bring it to where it would just be him there. But it all depends too, right? Like what you want to see. I don't necessarily always want to see just a chopped off body. I
Right.
want to see the whole picture of what he's playing. He's always playing this, and it really helps you kind of remember the moment that you're in too as well. Um, so there's a few key points here. So this was from our first edition. You can see here it's got a little
Right.
paintball, and then it's numbered. I think that's 93 through 300, and then
Oh,
it's got
nice.
the photographer credit here if we took it, which was Bunkered Media.
Mhm.
It also is going to have his logo, sorry, the league logo, the league that he plays in, and his team logo if that's provided and
Right.
it's approved. So yeah, that's an example of a card. He's going to have his name, his team name, the position that he plays, and then his jersey number also.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks
So
good. That looks
yeah,
really good, dude. That's it.
so it's a simple design. You know what I mean? It's just one black bar that has their name. I have some more designs that I've worked on that I want to incorporate, but really coming from a guy who takes photos, I really wanted to focus more on the photo, on the
right.
player.
Nice, 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 nice.
hmm
Yeah. How long does it usually take you to design like a say a hollow card?
Well, so a lot of them are templates. Like once I create that template, it's there. But it maybe like for me to actually get a card into my system and frame it correctly and make sure that everything lines up and all the text lines up.
Right.
Um, that could take 5 to 10 minutes a card sometimes. Just
Ooh,
depends. Sometimes it's quicker. Like sometimes it's a simple crop job. It just the photo goes in and it crops up. I have a program that will auto import a lot of this stuff now.
right.
But even though I auto import everything, I still go through every single individual card. Um, to try to make sure that the names are correct, and sometimes those get missed. To make sure that the photo is in focus, that it's framed correctly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables that go into it. Um,
Yeah.
just because
I
it's
don't
all
think
custom.
I don't think anybody like understands how in depth it is to actually get to design a card because like basically what it seems to me is that you have a certain template that you have for certain players or I'm guessing me being a
Yeah,
smooth brained person um you if somebody's in a certain position use a certain template if they're sitting there on in the snake use a certain template for that so
yeah, and it's just because of the text, right? The text, that's the big key is that there's so much text going on, and these texts are all different. So
yeah
it has to all line up properly, and it has to all look the same, in uniform.
right
Um, and then there's also yes, there is different templates too. So you have, 1-star players, you have 2-star players, and you have 3-star players. But then you also have 3 gold star players, which are like the rarer versions. I have the media cards that are rarer. So
right.
those are, I think there's in total there's I think I think there's five or six templates.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see. So, do you kind of categorize like, say, who gets the card? So, like, what I mean by that is like, I know you're just saying that there's the photographers, and
Mhm.
oh my gosh, getting a phone call, getting a phone
Yeah.
call. Why does
Yeah.
that happen? Why does
No
that happen?
worries.
Let me put that in airplane mode. I had to, all right. So, um, what are your so and I know of course we have the players, right? So do you do say coaches, refs? Do they
You're saying
have
is there any like limits? Is what you're saying, or is there?
like different cards? So like a coach's card or a photographer's card, like or a videographer's card,
Yeah,
or
so right now the only different cards are media and pro players. Those are the ones that have a different card. Every other divisional player, the template's roughly the same, minus the position, minus the league, minus the team logos,
I see.
which also take up time, team logos and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, there's probably as this continues to improve, I have designs already set to take place of a lot of these things. It's
Uh-huh.
just implementing them slowly, but yeah, I right now I have coach cards that are just in a template, and I have to go in there and customize them. But I have
Right.
coach cards. We have, people want dog cards from paintball, like photos and stuff
Yeah.
like that, like memories. So I got to figure out how to do something like that to where it's, you know, a lot of people don't want to collect stuff like that, but again, it's kind of like the game, right? Like, tell me how many baseball players you really want to collect. You probably only want 5 or 10 of them, right?
Right.
And the rest are, The rest are throwaways. You're never going to collect them, but that's what a card. That's how creating cards are. They put all this
Mhm.
extra stuff in there so that you have to find the ones that you want to collect.
Right.
And
Right.
because if
Yeah,
not, then you're just printing photos for people.
yeah. It's funny you say the dogs because in every paintball video, if you go to anybody's think they have a paintball dog that's there, whether it be a husky,
Yep.
a boxer or a beagle, they have a dog that's there, and it's like their little mascot. So yeah, it's funny. So that would be, but the way I look at it, it'd probably be more of a personal, like say the team that actually owns the dog, that would be there. Like even my dog has one. It's like having a Facebook Facebook fucking page for your dog.
Yeah.
You got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I definitely understand that. Definitely
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, like
Uh,
that card, like it wouldn't be one that I want to completely just like I don't want to distribute it crazy, right? Like I don't want like, let's say 150 of these things out there.
right,
Like maybe I could do like 20 of them. And out of those 20, like, for instance, let's say it's a Narcos dog, right? Well, then the background would just kind of be designed like your logo, like it'd be black and white with the Narcos logo in the back. Maybe something that kind of is that theme, and then it'd be a picture of the dog, like if he's like the main character of that
right.
thing, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or it would be like a landscape card where it's a full team shot with the dog in it or something like that, something.
I got you. I
I
got
have a photographer card. I don't have him with me. He's downstairs, but I have a photographer card that it's him and his dog right next to each other. But it's a photographer card, but it's him and his dog.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I like that. I like that concept because like a lot of times that people don't, I guess they don't remember or they don't realize is a lot of this is family. In
Yeah.
a lot of it's family. Of course, us as professionals, we want to focus on the players. But every so often you get like one of the best supporters in the world, whether it be your girl, your kid that's playing rec ball, your dog, you know,
Mm.
your photographer. That's a good supporter of the sport. So, and people forget that, and you always want to recognize it, like right off hand, like a big supporter. And I talked to him many a times. Stretch.
Yeah.
Um, he doesn't have to go all the way to Chicago, but he does. He
Mm.
doesn't have to go all the way to Florida, but he does. And he does that, and he reaches out to the people. I love the hell out of Stretch. He's a good guy. Um,
Yeah.
and those are the people that in my opinion that you need to like highlight. Highlight. Say, okay, this is the top tier of.
Exactly. Pillars in the community, right? Again, and of course, those are definitely things that those are things that I do want to continue to highlight. And to do that, that requires a lot of help from the community, which is, again, is why we made the
Yeah.
Facebook page so that the community can help out with that. Because you know there may be a player in TSXL, or there may be a person in TSXL that has a huge impact that
Gotcha.
I'm not going to know. I don't play TSXL. I've never been there. I'm not going to know about it. But if enough people tell me like, hey, this guy has a huge impact, I think it'd be great for some of us to collect him and give him a card. Well, those are things I'll look at doing, and and um, and making sure that we include those people. So
Yeah. I'm done with you on that. It's a hard because and I know like you there's a lot of people you want to please everyone, but it's really hard. It's really hard to do it. It's really hard to like focus on these guys and then focus on these guys, focus on these guys. You forget about the first guys, and so it's like I understand. I definitely understand.
yeah,
Like
and that happens with the cards too. I mean, even that happened just in the first edition, where originally we were just going to do only WCPPL, only NRPL, and only PBSL. And
uh
when you bought a pack, it was just going to be PBSL players only, and it was going to be WCPPL players only, like in those particular packs. then what I realized is that one, there's just so much going on, and
Mhm.
there's the variety was because it was a smaller run. The variety was a little bit more lackluster. That
Right.
all the people that bought, say, the NRPL things, they would all get their own card, but then any additional packs that they bought, there's more than a 70% chance that they're going to get duplicates of a card from that league. Same thing with
Gotcha.
PBSL and same thing. So I just said, no, I'm just going to merge them, right? You're still going to get a copy of your card, but I'm going to merge them because I want the community to trade with each other. I want them to interact with each
Good.
other and do that. And then honestly, it worked out perfectly. Like there was just so much in the next few days too. I think people should be getting packs today, but in the next few days when people start receiving their packs, if USPS stops lagging, is there's just
Right.
going to be so much buzz on the page of people, hey, I got this card, do you want this card, hey, I got this one. So
Yeah, dude.
that's
Well,
what I'm excited for again.
we should do. So what we should do is do like an update of like what's going on with the cards, like every other week or so. Just check in with each other, so that way, um, the people know, because that's what's important, because they need to know, you know. Uh, And I'm a servant of the people, so I know how it is. We should do a check in with you. If there's some new stuff, like, hey, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, we'll put it out there. If you got a team that you're highlighting or something like that, and then we'll put it out there. I think it's a good. I think what you're doing is absolutely brilliant, dude. It's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant, dude, because like this right here is something that like us old heads have been doing with football, basketball, baseball for years. Um, and like like what I was saying on Saturday, it's lost that because it is instant access to a picture of Jordan with his out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's instant access to it, and you can see it. But if you have the card, like it doesn't. The whole world can shut the fuck down, and you still have this card. And
Yeah,
you'd be
because
like,
you have that card.
yeah,
And it's again, we kind of can go back to it, like, how many people have a photo of Ryan Greenspan on their wall? Probably a lot. Probably a lot of people have a photo of him, or they posted his photo on the
Mhm.
internet and they take it. But how many people have a photo of Ryan Greenspan with this particular holographic saying his info on it?
Right.
And there was only 25 made, right? There's only 25 made. So, us as paintballers, like everything's very limited. To us, everything's very collectible because of how the industry is. Like it's a mass market industry, but then it's also not because it's still a small industry,
Yeah,
you
we're
know.
tight. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
tight.
exactly. Like, you buy again, like the waffle LVs, right? How many of those are made? And so why do you think they hold their value? How many of the twisters are made? Why do you think they hold their value?
Yeah.
It's collectability, but again, it's something you relate to, right?
Yes.
And in 20 years, someone's gonna be like, oh, Twisters, if Twister goes out of business and they never make any again, it's like, oh shit, I remember that back in the day, things like
Yeah,
that.
even they'll go into their closet and dig it out and be like, "Look, here's one right here. Here's
Yeah,
a
and then
twist."
someone will be like, "Holy shit, that's worth $5,000, $10,000 right now," and you're like, "What? I bought it for 2,000, and that was expensive back then."
Dude,
Things
so
like that.
this is a perfect example, because like I have a JT mask. This one right here. It
Yep.
never leaves my house, dude. This one right here. This little JT mask, and I got it appraised by some dude. Some dude. He's like, "Oh, that's worth about this much." And I was like, "Holy shit!" Because I had that since like 2008, I think, and I bought 2008, 2007, right in there somewhere. And I don't. It does not leave this. I never. That thing has never left my house. Never that, because if I do, I know it's going to be off in the wind somewhere, and then I'm gonna look and see it on eBay. But
Yeah.
that's a perfect example of what is it. All this nostalgia is coming back. How it used to be, how it should be, and it should have been that way. I mean, shit. If we were this, if you were like in like 2008 and was doing the trading cards, we'd be like in the wind in the meat. See, and that's one of the things, man. this whole thing, this whole paintball, I don't know what you'd call it, a paintball
Movement.
run. Yeah, movement run. It's us, people that keep it going.
At the
It's
fields.
yeah, and
Yep.
it's hard, dude, because you got people that come in and they do this, cause drama, drop off. But then there's people that are actually here for the sport, like yourself. I'm here for the sport, for the game of paintball. And other people are here, clout fucking chasing. They want to be like, "Ooh," or they want to be this and they want to be that. They want to do that and they want to be or they want to be this fucking gladiator on a paintball field,
Yeah.
and forget that you're shooting at a fucking 16-year-old kid. So, yeah, it's with us. We are the ones that will carry it. Like at Lynn's event a couple
Yeah.
of weeks ago, that the booth with all of the old markers, like back in the
Mhm.
days, old markers. Those right there, that that whole booth was probably worth more than like life itself right there, because it showed a history between what happened between what happened at the beginning to where we are right now. Where we are right now. A lot of people, you know what? Next time, go to one of these guys, one of these young guys, and ask them, hey, where did paintball start? If they did their fucking homework, then they'll know. But I guarantee you, 90% of them don't know. They
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know where it came from. They don't know where. And see, we are the ones we are the history keepers. And this is what it is. What you're doing, absolutely brilliant. It's keeping the history. It's keeping it back and later on when um, these players, Gods at War, Riverside Quake, or Narcos, or any divisional team out there, anyone that you see, you're gonna be like, yeah, I used to play that. Grandpas are gonna be telling their kids, I used to play this. Look, here's my card. It's been in my closet for the past 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Like again, you see those teams, right? Those old teams, or
Mhm.
one of the old teams that I know out here in Arizona is One Up Kids, right? People collect like their jerseys are so hard to find and people want them, and it's they're very sought after and they're very expensive.
Right.
And so yeah, I hope that's kind of what my cards become. I don't want to be smug. I think it kind of will be, just because again it was something new during this time that people did that wasn't out. And I can see I can see that I can see somebody 10 years down the road when they have their son playing for the first time and they're just kind of out there. Maybe they're too old to play, or they just they play so often, but they want to teach them speedball, and they come back to it like, "Hey, oh, I forgot. I do have a trading card. I remember like you mentioned the team, and you're like, oh shit, I remember when I was on that team." Like,
Uh-huh.
and it's insignificant to a lot of people, but not insignificant to you and the people who remember it,
Right.
right?
Gotcha.
Like especially if you had a squad of 8 boys and you guys, you came close to winning, right? You came close to winning WCPPL, but you just missed it, right? You came in third or you came in second, and then you guys broke up and you never played again. And then 5 years down the road, somebody brings up the name of that team, and you're like, "Fuck, what could have been?" Like
Yeah.
things like that. That you're gonna think of.
And you'll be like, oh, look, I got all fucking 7 of our players right here.
Yeah,
Look, check this out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that the most thing I'm most excited for is that because one, we did a lot of Herman cards this run. Getting the Herman kids involved, and they're definitely they're also part of the future of the sport. And um, a
But
lot of people are like, I don't want to collect.
I'm-
A lot of people are
I'm-
like, I don't want to collect divisional. I'm here for pros. I want to collect all the pros only. I don't think you should do divisional. But I think that's merely just ingenuous, because it's the same thing as saying like, oh, I don't want to collect rookies. I only want to collect, the guys who are tenured in the league for sports cards. No, you
Mhm.
want rookies because you don't know what they can become, and when they do become those things, you're gonna have something that's collectible.
Yeah, I remember having Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card,
Yeah.
and I had his. I remember having that. I remember having that card, and I remember. I mean, and I am stupid at the time. I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I got Ken Griffey. He's rookie. He's rookie right here." And I remember the guy I sold it to. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you $10 for that shit." I'm like, "All right, cool. Here, give me my $10."
Yeah, you're like, I don't want Ken Griffey. You want whoever was, and I forgot who the top players are. But you're like, I don't want him. I want give me somebody who's a little bit more in
Right.
right now.
Who would have thought that Ken Griffey Jr. would be one of the best ball players ever, dude?
Yep.
I'm like, oh my god, dude. And here I am 10, 12 years later, like looking at it and like, oh shit. Oh, I was like, this I had that dude's rookie card. And his rookie card was worth like fucking $700-800.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking like like 10 years ago, but
Yeah.
20 years ago almost. But yeah, but I'm just and that's how this is going to be, because like you have people, and especially with us, when they change teams.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I have a card when he was like on Heat, or I have a card when he was on Narcos, or I have a card when he was on you know Wicked or whatever. So
Well, there's guys that make huge jumps too, right? Because it's all, again, like I told you with golf, it's all what you put in and how you do it.
right.
So, there could be a guy, let's say he's on D5 Phoenix Rising. And this
Uh-huh.
year he jumps up to D3 Phoenix Rising, and then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go, semi-pro with this team on NXL, and I'm gonna see how it goes. And let's say he just keeps doing it, right? And he makes a pro team. Let's say that pro team, let's say Blast Camp, right? Because there's some Blast Camp, right? Everyone was talking about Blast Camp going pro. Well, there's Blast Camp cards from Series 1 that are out right now.
Yeah.
So if they go pro, and then let's say they make it and they do something and they win something, and let's say they start something, well, tons of those people have those Blast Camp cards.
Yeah.
And so it's like, dude, I had you guys before you went pro. Like, you guys were semi-pro. Like, that's awesome. And you kind of, again, you go back to that memory. Like, it's just, again, it's all about memories.
Do you have I noticed that I was looking on the NXL site, and there was like about three teams that went pro this year.
Yeah. So it was was it Hurricanes? Yeah, it was Hurricanes. I think it was two. Hurricanes and Latin Saints went pro. Maybe another one that I missed, but I know it's Hurricanes and Latin Saints.
I think there's another one. I think there's one. I think it's three of them that went. And Hurricanes, yeah, Hurricanes is one of them. Latin Kings, and that fucking punk ass dude.
Here's a pinky card too.
Boom. Ooh.
But yeah, so and I'm working with them, so they're hopefully going to be in the 3rd edition, if not the 4th. But I'm hoping to fit them in the 3rd edition. So
They weren't.
Latin Saints, we're gonna do it. Yeah, Latin Saints, we're gonna do for sure. I have to continue talking to Hurricanes because we've been off and on. But yeah, Latin Saints, we're gonna be putting photos together, and they're gonna have the first rookie logo on their card too, because I had been trying to figure out what I wanted that to look like. And so they're also gonna be the first ones to have their rookie logo on there.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
to show it as a rookie card.
All right, maybe you should do it like in because semi-pro you're not really, you're semi-pro, so they're not really rookie.
Yeah, no, you're not a pro rookie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the thing that I thought about too. Like, what if D5 technically you're a rookie because you're not pro, but you're not pro, so there's a difference. Yeah. You're a rookie D5 player. That's not really something that
Yeah, I think
there's
there's
too many of them.
semi and like down some more like AAA,
Mm-hmm.
AAA type, college, high school type, the AA.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I get you. I hear you.
Yeah, and then the other things we've been trying to do, and it's just, again, I need to slow it. I'm slowing it down, and I'm really taking my time. And the next edition is going to take a little bit longer to print out because I want to do it the way it's supposed to be done, and making sure that we do it right. But teams that win in leagues, in certain leagues, I want to be able to highlight them. So if you were a series champ for WCPPL, I want to do a full set of cards for just those winners, right? As an added bonus, like, hey, you guys won, boom, we're gonna put you guys in this edition because you did something, you accomplished something.
Gotcha.
Same thing with CPL and all them.
Hold on. Let me look at something real quick because I
Yeah.
got a message from somebody. I just seen it. It's like, blink, blink. I gotta look over here, so I'm not like just so yeah. I think I showed you before. I got like the other. I have that one that I'm monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
So you know. All right. Let's see here. Okay. How long is the turnaround time? Oh,
How long is the turnaround time? So
yeah. Okay, go ahead. What do you think?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. So turnaround time. So there's not a set turnaround time. I've tried to hit certain ship dates and milestones, but the more that I've been trying to restrict myself from getting those dates done, the more it's just making things
More
not
difficult.
work. And so it's a juggling act, right? Because the way that these cards get printed, it's so expensive because of the plating and stuff. And you could go digital, but digital to me just doesn't look nice. It doesn't feel nice. And so
So explain like that whole process, that whole thing, that your whole philosophy or thesis, I guess, of why you do it that way. Like printing
because
the
I
card.
want, yeah, there's not really a philosophy. The reason I do it is because I want it to feel like a sports card, right? I want it to feel like those older sports cards, or in some of the new ones are a little different. Some of the newer Panini cards and stuff like that, the way they do their foiling is amazing, but then they laminate. They have like a different type of laminate on the front, and it's not like the older cards. It's more of like a laminate, like a gloss, and you get these bends in the cards. If you buy any newer sports cards, a lot of people know your card will sometimes just be bent like this, and there's
Mm.
really nothing you can do. It's just that's how the card is, and over time they'll get worse. They'll start to
So
bend even more.
when they laminate it,
It's the way that
or
they do it. Yeah, I don't think they're coating them. I think they're laminating them. It's a special thing that they're doing, but because of that, it bows those cards.
oh,
Yeah, and I call it laminating because I did the same thing. I tested laminating. I tested UV coating. Tested spot UVing. I tested like so many aqueous coatings. I tested so many things, and my try and true thing was just go back to how they used to be. Just go back to how sports cards used to be.
yeah, original.
And if you can start mixing in some of those crazy designs with the hollows, do it, like Pokemon in them. But I like the feel of Pokemon cards in terms of the feel, not the thickness. I like them thicker, but the feel. They just feel like they have a
I
little bit
like
of
them thick
quality to
too.
them. Yeah, exactly, exactly. They have a little bit of quality to them. They have those crazy holographics. They use those crazy holographics, but you're never gonna see their cards like super bowed. Like you're not.
Right.
You're never gonna see them. And to me, like I'm not gonna mimic Panini and Tops. I don't have the funds to do that. They do them in such special ways. But if I can get close to another type of card company that's very valuable, that's where I want to go
Right.
because I want these things to last. The other reason I want the UV coating is we all know, paintball players, we get dirty, we throw shit around, we don't clean our shit. So doing a UV coating that can kind of help with some of that too. Not a lot, but it helps.
Right. I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, turnaround, go back really quick to turnaround time. I try to make dates. It's very hard to make dates, and that's why for the third edition I didn't put a set date for ship date. I put a set date for the signups to end, but I'm probably going to extend that because I
Yes,
have I have a problem with doing signups during the worst times. I did a sign up phase during World Cup where everybody's already out. They're already playing. Like they're not going to be looking to sign up. Then I did it during another tournament, so I'm probably going to extend it. But um, once I get all the photos in, it doesn't take me too much time. It takes me about maybe a week to 2 weeks to get all the cards done and finalized.
yeah.
and then I can submit them back out into the world so people can go through them and proof them, make sure the names are right, make sure that the league is right, make sure that the team is right, that they didn't give me any wrong information, so that I can get them into final print.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
That's cool. If anybody is watching this later, you are seeing the face of Paintball Trading Cards. Is that like your official name? Of
Yeah,
Paintball Cards?
Paintball Trading Cards LLC. I don't have like a brand like Topps Trading Cards or like Don Russ or anything like that. Like
Mhm.
those, just Paintball Trading Cards right now. PBTC or
Yeah.
PBTCG. You know, because technically it's a game still. I haven't gone into the game yet because I'm dialing down a lot of other stuff first.
Nice. Paintball what's it?
PBTCG.
PBTCG.
Mm-hmm.
PBTCG.
Yep.
PBTCG.
Yeah.
That'll work. PBTCG. So then put your so put your information out of in closing, right?
Yep.
Your information out where they can find you, if you have an Instagram, if you have a Facebook. Of course you have Facebook because they're probably watching you on Facebook now. YouTube, anything like that you need to tell them, so that way they can get a hold of you if they have any questions.
Yeah. So Facebook, a Facebook group is Paintball Trading Cards. Find us on Facebook there. We have over 2,000 members now, which is great. Just kind of blew up like crazy. We also have an Instagram, Paintball Trading Cards, or Paintball Trading Cards LLC. On Instagram, we post updates there as well. We have signups going on right now. So if anybody has ever thought like, okay, how can I become a card, right? I'm interested in this. You pretty much buy a sign up pack. So you go to our website, paintballtradingcards.com. You're going to see on the main page, you'll see a option to buy a pack. And when you go in to click and go to checkout, it's going to have you fill up all this information. You'll fill all that information. And then once you're done, on the main page of the website, you'll also see a photo upload option. And you'll just upload your photo through there. You'll put all your information. It'll ask you for your photographer, for your jersey number, all the good stuff that's going to go on the card it's going to ask you for. Upload that, and then it's just a patient waiting game. I periodically release updates. I answer everybody that I can. I try not to I have no unread messages right now because I get back to everybody. So if you guys ever have any questions about anything, you're more than welcome to reach out. Ryan Polito is my name, and I'm the one who's usually making posts and trying to come up with crazy cards.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ryan Polito. I thank you guys. Thank you, especially Ryan. Me and Ryan will check in with everybody every couple of weeks or so to kind of give you an update of what's going on. So, and I'll keep in contact with him. Ryan, after I shut this down,
Yep.
I'll text you. So
yeah, text me.
You can do your thing, and I'll set up another with H, with him in some good internet, so that way you guys can actually talk instead of sitting there popping on the thing.
Sounds good.
Thank you again, Ryan, for coming and talking with me. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, always as well. Thank you.
If you if you're down, we'll do another one in a few days with Oz, the manager at Paintball Gateway. See if we can get something going on over there. I'll text you. You understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we'll talk to everybody. Of course.
All right, brother. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. I'm gonna go put some Delsum in
there
my
you
system.
go. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, brother. Thank you.